What's up, guys? Long time no see. I just did something I think pretty amazing to my CTX, and I wanted to share it with you. And what I've really noticed about this particular motorcycle is there's really not a lot of videos out there, and so I'm hoping that this video will kind of spark some interest out there for those that also have a CTX. And you probably have the same problem I did, where I took a long road trip and I felt like the gas tank wasn't enough. And so I found a pretty unique thing. It's probably something very common out there for people that go off-roading, but I want to show you what I did. So stick around, and I'm going to show you. All right, so I was talking about, right, how the gas tank on this thing does not last a lot. And what I mean by a lot is it holds fuel, don't get me wrong, you know, that 3.2, 3.5 gallon. But for me, I live in Oregon, and I took a trip heading to the coast, and I was not comfortable going there and back on one tank. I had to stop somewhere and fuel up. But I think all of us would agree that motorcycles, right, aren't the biggest, don't have the most fuel. And so I came up, or I just thought of this idea of what if I could get another gas tank on my motorcycle, or in case of emergencies, right, I can have another fuel tank that I could fuel up with. And so I want to show you how I got that on my motorcycle. So I'm going to put a link into the description, but this is the mount for my gas tank. And what I really like about this is just 4 screws, 1, 2, and then there's 2 on the bottom here, that really holds it into place. And as you can tell, it doesn't take up too much space. And so with that being said, I want to show you how I put my motorcycle tank on. So this thing was about $41, give or take. And it just slides perfectly. Well, let me see if I'm going to do this. Only can with one hand. And check that out. It just fits perfectly flush on my motorcycle. Now, there is a lock that slides into here, and I'll go grab that here in a second so I can show you. Here's the lock. And so what you do is this lines up. I'm going to take this off so you can see it. With this screw right here. Put it back on. This guy goes into there, and you screw it on. This lock keeps it from falling off and from being taken. But look at that. Isn't that sweet? I think it's probably the greatest 40 bucks in accessories that I've done for this thing for a while. Because this full thing full of fuel, that makes me feel comfortable doing a round trip to the coast and back. Because I know that this guy, as much as I love her, you know, she does not have the biggest gas tank. Put that back on. Perfect. So, setup was about 5 minutes to 10. I originally put the mount vertical instead of horizontal. And just because I wanted it to sit flush, I needed to switch it. So it took me a little bit longer. But probably the best 40 bucks I ever spent. And so I'm going to put this particular gas tank in the description. I'm an Amazon guy, so I got it off Amazon. I hope you liked it. I just love the idea. Now I feel much more comfortable going on longer road trips with this added fuel source. And when I'm not going on that longer trip, it's so easy just to take it off. And I'm going to flip it real quick, show you. Here it is. If I don't need it, I leave it on my shelf. And what's nice is there's not this big bulky mount left. And so I just put it right on my crash guards. There's other places that you can put it on your bike based on, you know, just your kind of configuration. But I hope you enjoy this really quick video. I just thought it was really cool and I wanted to share it with you guys. Thanks for watching.